Tonight, from Toronto, Canada, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Toronto Thunderbirds taking on the Brooklyn Beats.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto ball club as they enter play here. They're hot as can be. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
On first down, Dixon. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramsey. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Dixon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Dixon. He's got his man. This is Tate. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On first down, Hobbs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, Hobbs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Dixon. Out. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Dixon. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 57 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL. Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing on first down, Dixon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 2nd down now, Woody, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dixon, and he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On second down, Woody. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. These two teams all tied after 1. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Dixon steps away. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Dixon. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
On 1st and 10, Dixon. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dixon. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Dixon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Dixon. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And let's shift our attention to this defensive unit as they march back onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And this isn't what they want to see. Rivers, their captain, still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the gun on 3rd down, Dixon. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run on 1st down. Woody, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Smallwood. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. On 3rd down, Dixon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They give to Smallwood. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down now, Smallwood, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Operating from the gun, Dixon. This is caught by Tate. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Handoff comes to Smallwood. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. On second down, Smallwood. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Dixon. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dixon. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll look to throw here on first down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Saints showed flashes this year, but ultimately were doomed by too many mistakes, though a victory there will get them to 7-9 with 1 game to go. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
They'll go again with Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggles.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Dixon. He completes it to Tate.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Smallwood. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This one complete to Smallwood. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoover. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll run with Carter. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Beats are able to stretch out their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Smallwood. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, Woody. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. On 1st down, Dixon. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd and 4.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, Smallwood. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dixon. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw over the middle, taken in. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on 1st down. Dixon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back to throw. Dixon. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A throw to the flat for Carter. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dixon. Under pressure, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He finds his man, complete. It's Tate. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Dixon. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. To throw on 2nd down. Dixon. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Dixon. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 49. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 1st down, Hoover. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Second and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll run with Carter.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A handoff for Carter.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Beats are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking to throw on second down. Dixon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, Dixon. This one complete to Smallwood. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. To throw on second down, Dixon. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Dixon. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Brooklyn, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.